Welcome to another SmackDown review. And yes, they started off the show with no surprise here. Recaps. They showed the recaps to start off the show with Bad Blood and what happened last week. And they showed Jimmy and Roman hugging. My bad. But then, yes, the thing. Jimmy Uso finally came out and finally cut his first promo since he got attacked by the Bloodline. It's been 6 months, he said. So yeah. But before we end today's video, though, I'd love you guys to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. It helps us channel gratefully, and we post every single day. So, and I know you guys like wrestling content. Well, anyway, let's get into what Jimmy said. Jimmy basically said, start the show and to say that he misses the crowd. And said it's been 6 months since the new Bloodline 2.0 attacked him. He's talking about how he's taking on Solo later in the night until the OTC. The real tribal chief, the only tribal chief, Roman freaking Reigns, came out, and the aura off of this man is just insane. Jimmy handed Roman Reigns the microphone, and Roman Reigns basically told us things are changing. He's changing things up tonight, and he said, join him and to acknowledge Big Jim. And then, Big Jim did this thing with the eyebrow raise. It was kind of funny. Roman ended up giving him a high five. And basically says, he's not a wise man. He's not no... What's the word I'm looking for? He's not no wise man. He's not, I forget what he said, an enforcer or something like that. He's the tribal chief. And he takes what's his and doesn't like not being in control. And Jimmy says, we the ones. And Roman says, we the ones. But Jimmy basically told Roman Reigns the hard truth and says, we're not the ones, though. We need help. And was talking about the Intercontinental Champion, Jey Uso, of course. The crowd is doing the yeeting. And Roman Reigns said, no yeet. But Jimmy says he's the only one. Jimmy basically said to Roman that literally Jimmy is the only one who still acknowledges Roman Reigns as the tribal chief, which is crazy. And he walked out of the ring, and Roman was conflicted. But then LA Knight was getting ready for his title defense. Carmelo Hayes was ready to try to take the LA Knight's title off of him. And Melo basically said that if he won the United States Championship, he was going to bring back the spinner belt. And I wouldn't hate the spinner belt being bring back if Carmelo Hayes wins the title. I wouldn't hate it. I would not hate it. But it didn't really start off well for Melo, because LA Knight was beating on him. But of course, commercial break, Melo had control as always. After every commercial break, the heel always has control. But then LA Knight was just hitting Melo with some awesome moves, fast-paced moves. Melo tried to win, tried to take the United States title. But after many attempts of trying to hit the BFT, LA Knight finally hits the BFT and wins, keeping his United States Championship, and Andrade was out there. But then Jimmy was walking, and we saw him with Cody Rhodes, and Jimmy Uso they just basically said thank you for Cody basically said thank you for helping him and Roman at Bad Blood and stuff. And then they showed this awful Crown Jewel Championship, and that Cody's taking on Gunther at Crown Jewel for the champion. But Lash Legend and Jakira Jackson, I believe her name is, or Lyca Jackson or something like that. But she just told us to call her Miss Jackson, so that's what I'm going to call her, Miss Jackson. We're making their entrance, but interrupted by Kevin Owens, and basically he said, "But I'm sorry," and try to say that he didn't turn on Cody. Cody turned on him. That his mic got cut out. He had to go to Corey's microphone, and he wasn't even supposed to be there today. But then he took off the headset after he saw Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes was furious and tried to get him down there and was held back by security. Randy Orton, the Viper of all people, held back Cody Rhodes and said he was going to talk to Kevin. But then tried to talk sense into Kevin Owens, but Kevin Owens elbowed Randy Orton in the face, and then, of course, Randy Orton got mad and punched Kevin Owens straight in the face. And yes, I don't think Kevin Owens did not like Randy Orton taking Cody's side on this one, but I'm pretty sure Kevin Owens didn't. I think if Kevin Owens just watched back this tape, he will realize that he actually deserves getting punched because he accidentally hit Randy in the face. And you know, when Randy gets hit, Randy does not takes that personally, just like Michael Jordan, and punches someone right back in the face. So I think it was just a matter of time. That just looks like Kevin Owens' fault. And I like watch Santi's app during when I'm watching SmackDown, and he said that Cody Rhodes broke the bro code, and I don't think that personally, because I'm a Cody Rhodes I'm a Cody crybaby. I want Cody to take on Roman Reigns and take the undisputed title away from Roman Reigns, and I still think Cody title reign is great. It's awesome. And if you think Cody Rhodes' title reign is trash and doo-poo and thinks that every single filler of his feud is filler, C-Jax. Yeah, there's this YouTuber named C-Jax, and he thinks that there's the only good feud that Cody Rhodes has had was the KO one, but are we not talking about the AJ Styles feud? Why aren't we talking about that? That's one of his best feuds. Sorry, I get mad when I talk about that guy. He makes me very upset. With some of his takes, too, he also glazes. He thinks every single show sucks. Except at NXT. He also hates Triple H's booking, so I don't understand that either. But it's whatever. But then they showed NXT champion Trick Willie. But of course, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. The match was actually finally starting, and Lash Legend just messed up Bianca Belair in this match, hitting her with moves. But for some reason, Lash Legend attacked Chelsea Green, and Chelsea Green landed on Michael Cole. Michael Cole said he was going to vomit. But this match was a very short match for some odd reason. This match was very short. It was too short, honestly. They didn't give a chance to Mick Jackson or a Lash Legend. But after hitting their one move in this entire match, Lash, Bianca Belair, and Jade Cargill retain their WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Which there was no surprise here. I think they're defending it on Monday too. So Just really makes no sense. But then they showed WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax and Miss Money in the Bank Tiffany Stratton. And yes, this is where they showed the recap of where Randy Orton punched Kevin Owens in the face. And Randy and Nick Aldis were talking to Cody Rhodes, and Randy wanted Cody to go in his tour bus and go home, and he was going to talk to Kevin Owens, and Nick Aldis said, "Wow, Randy Orton being the voice of reason. That's crazy." To think about that, Randy Orton was being the voice of reason, folks. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? I think it is pretty crazy, huh? I think it's pretty crazy. But yeah. Cody went in the locker room. But now I basically came out and said I gave credit to Bayley and talked about how she's facing Liv Morgan at Crown Jewel. Blah, 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 and basically said nobody can beat her and nobody will ever beat her. But then grabbed him straight for absolute no reason and basically was assaulting her. Like, that was uncalled for. And then Naomi came out. And thinks Tiffany Stratton is not a good sidekick, and she's pretty sure she can beat Nia Jax. But Liv and the GOAT himself, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and Raquel Rodriguez, aka Diesel, came out and basically said they're gonna sit ringside to watch Nia Jax's match. And I thought Naomi was dead because Nia Jax basically crushed Naomi's head and skull into the ring post, and basically her head basically came off. But yeah, you got Tiffany Stratton, you got Dominic, and you got Liv and her crew watching this match. But surprisingly, Naomi got a lot of offense in this match, surprisingly. But Michael Cole was saying that Nia Jax was not ready for this match, even though she was wearing her gear. So I think she was pretty ready for this match, Michael Cole. I just think you weren't thinking straight. Yeah, that was so weird. But for absolute no reason, when Tiffany Stratton was going to attack Naomi, Raquel Rodriguez grabbed the Money in the Bank briefcase. And when Nia Jax was trying to go for the Annihilator, Raquel was distracting the referee, so Liv Morgan hit her with a briefcase, costing Nia Jax the match, which made Nia Jax lose. And Liv and her crew thought it was funny until this is my brutality came out and attacked Raquel Rodriguez, attacked Nia Jax, and then try to attack Liv Morgan. And try to attack Dominic Mysterio, but Dominic Mysterio got away, and Raquel grabbed Liv, and Rhea was mad. Mello was mad about his match against how Andrade got cost him the match, basically. And Nick Aldis basically said, there's going to be a Game 7 next week, and whoever wins that will get to face LA Knight for the United States Championship. So I'm kind of excited because we haven't really seen any other challengers to LA Knight, really, except Ludwig Kaiser, Andrade, and Mello. But I feel like there should be more challengers than just those two, because really only challengers now are Mello and Andrade, but did Santos Escobar finally entered himself into the United States Championship division. So now there's only really 3 main guys who are trying to beat LA Knight for this title, and I really think WWE needs to add more guys to the United States Championship. a division because it's just so. There's only 3 people trying to get LA Knight's title, and I can feel there was way more people trying to go after Logan Paul's title when he was champion. Probably because he also faced Cody Rhodes or Kevin Owens at the Rumble, and then at Mania he faced KO and Randy Orton. So making his title reign a little bit more extra, but I feel like LA Knight just needs new people to face to make this title reign a little bit more interesting. That's just my opinion, though. But basically, Nick Aldis said Berto and Garza will have a hand-selected tag team match, and I'm pretty sure it's Motor City Machine Guns because they also said they were gonna, if they beat them, they get like an automatic title opportunity, and I think he liked that. I think Santos Escobar liked that. But Solo was basically saying to Jimmy that he basically he's the tribal chief and blah blah blah. Anyway, more Motor City Machine Gun video package. Yes, I do think they're in it. They basically confirmed next week that Motor City Machine Guns are coming to SmackDown. But when there was a big brawl between the Street Profits DIY, and they were like talking, but then Nick Aldis was looking at something and saw that Randy Orton and Kevin Owens were talking, but they got confrontational and they started punching each other, and KO beat up Randy Orton and basically, you're gonna choose sides now? You're gonna choose sides? So KO's off the loose, and maybe he cost Cody the title match at Crown Jewel. I have a feeling next week Cody's gonna be saying, "Why did you cost me of that? Why did you do that to Randy Orton, man?" Like, it's gonna be thing. Anyway, Solo made his entrance, Jimmy made his entrance, and it's a refresher to see Jimmy Uso wrestle, because I know Jimmy and Jay basically have the same moveset, but Jimmy's moveset felt more fluent and more, what am I looking for? More fluent and more perfectionist. I don't know. It's probably because Jimmy hasn't wrestled in like since WrestleMania 40, and it's like refreshing to see Jimmy wrestle. It's probably that, but I'm just glad that Jimmy Uso is back and healthy again to wrestle. So, yeah. But anyway, Solo was basically saying to Jimmy that he's the tribal chief now. But Jimmy basically did not lose a step in this match. But from like 95% of this match, Solo had control of this match, like taking out the beating to Jimmy. Jimmy had about like 5% of the offense in the match, but Solo uses his body strength and Samoan head and his leg to literally destroy Jimmy. And by the way, let me tell you that spinning Solo is just perfection, bro. I love the spinning Solo, bro. I wish 2K could have Solo actually perform the spinning Solo in studio and like mocap suits, because I would actually love to have Solo's version, not this stupid spinning Uranagi. I want Solo's version. I want the exact move that Solo does, because it looks so cool when Solo does it. In the game, it looks so boring. All you do is literally just a guy picking up, and then look like a fake animation of him dropping him down. Give me Solos. Or give me like a new version of the spinning Solo in 2K. Like, they kind of like, what's a good Uranagi in the game? I can't think of the top of my head a good Uranagi in the game, but just get Solo in the mocap suit and actually hit the spinning Solo, not that stupid spinning Uranagi. It's the same thing, but I like the spinning Solo way more than the stupid spinning Uranagi. If it's the same thing, but it don't matter. But Jimmy hit this jumping super kick, which is just like his brother Jay's. But yeah, but this match ended very short after that. After the Bloodline, of course, got involved, spiked to the throat of Jimmy Uso for the 1, 2, 3, and Solo wins. The Bloodline, of course, attacks Jimmy. Roman Reigns Superman punches and comes down to the ring, but didn't last long because gets beat up by Jacob Fatu. Solo Simone spikes Roman. The Bloodline stand tall once again for Friday Night SmackDown. And Jimmy was basically telling Roman that they need main event Jey Uso, Intercontinental Champion Jey Uso. And I mean, Jimmy's not wrong. They really do need Jey and more members, because a 4, 5 is not working. Especially if The Rock is coming, that's a problem. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed the SmackDown review. Yeah. Leave your comments down below what you guys think about this episode down below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.